Morning everyone. We are going to talk about today that is our subphylum vertebrata. In our previous lecture we talked about phylum chordata, right? If you recall previous lecture, then we talked about our phylum chordata, and we said that chordata is further divided into three subphylum, that were Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. So we are going to take today Vertebrata in further detail. As we said that vertebrates, because in this subphylum, notochord is replaced by basically bony vertebral column. Notochord is present in embryonic stage, but in the adults it is seen a cartilaginous bony vertebral column. So therefore it is a very important statement which is given, that is all vertebrates are chordates. There is no doubt that all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates, because in all chordates the vertebral column is not there. Only in the vertebrata there is vertebral column. So all chordates are not vertebrates, but all vertebrates are chordates. We discussed few basic characteristics about the chordata, that notochord is present, then they have a central nervous system, then heart is present there, tail is present. So besides those basic characteristics, there are some additional characters that vertebrata members should have. That is a ventral muscular heart with 3 or 4 chambers, kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation you will find in this phylum vertebrata. Paired lateral appendages. I have written here that paired lateral appendages is one of the basic characteristics, but we will going to discuss today one class in which paired lateral appendages are not present. Appendages are there, but they are not paired. So but usually in the higher phylum, the moment you move to the higher phylum, or I will say not higher phylum, I will say higher class, the moment we will talk about higher classes, paired lateral appendages will be observed. Either it will be in the paired fins or they will be paired limbs. So these are some additional characteristics of the group, that is your phylum subphylum vertebrata. Now in vertebrata there are two divisions, right? In vertebrata there are two divisions. What are those two divisions? One is anathostomata, and one was gnathostomata. Now division anathostomata is further having one class, that is cyclostomata. Anathostomata means mouth is not at all supported by jaws. So these are the organisms which are without jaw, in which mouth is not supported by jaws. They have round circular mouth with suctorial funnel, or you can say they have a sucking circular mouth without jaws. They have a sucking circular mouth without jaw, right? So mouth is round, mouth is circular with the suckers, with the suctorial funnel. They do not have paired appendages, as well as they do not have exoskeleton. So exoskeleton is absent in vertebrata in which class? That is the cyclostomata. And cyclostomata belongs to which division? Anathostomata. Usually, if we look at the structure of ear, there are three kinds ear. That is the outer ear, then there is middle, and then is internal ear. That you will be able to see in higher classes. Here only ear, internal ear is present with one or two semicircular canals, and in the higher classes usually at least 3 to 4 semicircular canals are there, but this is the class which is very basic characteristic with one or two semicircular canal. Their endoskeleton is very special. It is made up of a flexible material, that is cartilage. So mouth without jaws, round circular mouth with sucking suctorial funnel, no paired appendages, no exoskeleton. Endoskeleton made up of cartilage. Internal ear having only one or two semicircular canals, and only inner ear is present. So example is very famous, that is the petromyzon, or also known as lamprey. So when we draw the diagram, here you will find there is a single nostril, and then the body is very narrower at the end. Here is the eyes, and there you will find fins which run throughout the body. Now these are not paired fins. There is first dorsal fin, second dorsal fin, and around the tail there is caudal fin. So median fin, the fin which is covering or running throughout the body, this median fin is divided into three main parts. फर्स्ट डॉर्सल फिन, ऐसा नहीं है कि फर्स्ट डॉर्सल फिन है तो यहाँ पे वेंट्रल फिन होगा, नो, दे डू नॉट हैव पेयर्ड अपेंडेजेस. सो फर्स्ट डॉर्सल फिन, सेकेंड डॉर्सल फिन, एंड caudal fin, and these are supported by, these fins are supported by these rays like structure which are known as cartilaginous rays. So fins are supported by cartilaginous rays. Example is lamprey, petromyzon. So here on ventral side we will observe these gills, gill openings. So respiration is through internal gills. Unpaired appendages are present, and approximately 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits are present. 6 to 15 pairs. Please write it with the different pen. This is very important feature. 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits are there for respiration. In males, there is a copulatory papilla. This is known as copulatory papilla, right? This is only present in males. This is absent in females. This is for the copulation. Cartilaginous rings to support the fins. Digestive system has typholozole. The typholozole is kind of folds in the alimentary canal, and these folds that increases the surface area for absorption. Where are these present? These are part of alimentary canal, and these folds are present where maximum absorption has to happen, just like the villi in case of our small intestine. These are known as typholozole. Circulatory system. Heart is two chambered here, that is one atrium and one ventricle. RBCs are nucleated and circular. These are the basic common features about the digestive and circulatory system. Then gnathostomes, they are poikilotherms. They are cold-blooded organism. Their internal body temperature keeps on changing. So they are cold-blooded organism. They lack the capacity to regulate their body temperature according to the outer environment. बच्चा poikilotherms क्या होता है? In which the body is not able to regulate temperature according to outside. They are poikilotherms. Human beings क्या होते हैं? They are homeotherms. They care their body temperature, internal temperature is regulated according to the outer temperature. Cranium, brain box, as well as vertebral column, they are made up of cartilage. The member of this group or Cyclostomata class, they are ectoparasites on some fishes. Cyclostomates, they are majorly marine. Maximum of the time and during their adult life they are marine, but they migrate for spawning. What is spawning? To release or deposit their eggs. For spawning they go to fresh water. And now because one marine fish, or I will say one marine organism is moving to fresh water, it will not be able to survive. They die after spawning. So their larva spawning is releasing or depositing the eggs. Their larva after metamorphosis, they return back to ocean because they can only live in marine habitat. So they are marine, but their larva they developed in fresh water. Another example you can mention in Cyclostomata is myxine, hagfish. This is the diagram of hagfish, which is have, as you can see, they have suckers or suctorial funnel because they are ectoparasites. They are ectoparasites. They are ectoparasites. They are having circular round. They have circular round mouth. They are having circular mouth with the suctorial funnel. So this is all about our class. Which class? That is Cyclostomata. And tomorrow we will talk about the another super class, that is Pisces, in complete detail. We will talk about two fishes, that is cartilage and